What's the Not Your Finest Hour podcast? What is that all? I mean, I've heard stories.
Not Our Finest Hour podcast. I'll have to check out one of these days when I get a minute to listen to it. I've been told it's not for everyone. Just the general reviews I hear on it. It has been getting really good reviews.
And I've never personally listened to it, but I have heard it's not for everyone.
I listened to the Not Our Finest Hour podcast. Just great podcast. I've really enjoyed that.
I'm not endorsing anything, but what Caleb told me, he said, don't endorse anything unless you listen to it first.
I do once in a while listen in, and it's a lot of fun, but I do got to be careful. It is not for everyone.
Caleb Allman is always dropping nugs that it's one of the most value-added shows out there.
Of course, through all the Not Our Finest Hour, you guys poking fun at so much different stuff is absolutely killer.
I don't feel any oppression tonight. In fact, I feel very free. Not Our Finest Hour podcast. Thanks for being here.
I'm Interlock in, and I wouldn't fucking miss a Not Our Finest Hour podcast for nothing.
Welcome to the beginning of the podcast on Thursday. I'm tired and overwhelmed. How about you guys?
I feel the same.
I'm unmotivated.
Ooh, it's not a good start to the podcast.
That's different.
Yeah.
All I've wanted to do the last 2 days is sit in my shovel and screen top. So I don't want to take phone calls. I don't want to be on site. I need some decompression time.
Yeah.
So, sitting in a 20-ton shovel.
I'm
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. This was your stage.
Oh, well, sitting in a 20-ton shovel with a screening bucket on is a great way to decompress as you see the money come out.
Did you do that all day today?
No, I spent probably 4 or 5 hours, but I made probably, I don't know, a couple $1,000 in topsoil ready to go out the door, which is nice. So,
What was that close call there?
there was a piece of rebar that went through the screening machine
Oh,
that could have ripped that hydraulic line off, which wouldn't have been my first fight with hydraulics this week. I had to refill the hydraulic tank on the 20-ton shovel. So I had never done it before. This is my first experience with a big machine, right? So it's not like a normal gas cap where you just twist it off and put the hydraulic fluid in. On big shovels, they're actually bolted down, right? So you have to take off 6 nuts in order to get to the hydraulic fluid. Call up my buddy. Okay, which one of these caps do I open? There's a flat one, and then there's one with a depressurizer air button on the top. He's like, not the one with the air button. Take off the other one. Okay, I got it. No problem. Seems easy enough. We got a pail of hydraulic fluid sitting on the back of the 20-ton shovel and my impact wrench. Take off that cap, and fucking hydraulic fluid just starts pouring everywhere, like exploding out of the top of this cap. The machine's off, like it's not dangerous or anything, but like hydraulic fluid is just leaking everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, well, I'm not calling him back because obviously he gave me some wrong information. So I called Mike from McKinnon, and I'm like, hey, can you help me out here? I think I fucked up real big. And he's like, oh yeah, and it's not that bad. And he's like, take off the other cap. So I took off the other cap and ended up pouring 3 pails of, like 3 of those big pails. I don't know, within them 10 gallon or whatever. Whatever, they're huge. Poured 3 of those in order to get the machine up to where it needed to be. So $400 in fluid,
wow.
whatever. And yeah, if you have big machines, you have expensive problems.
Yeah,
But you can get
supposed
so
to
much.
earn all that money, right?
Yeah, well, they're supposed to, right? And then you have people complaining whenever you send them out the door for like $120 an hour. Oh, that's a lot. That's the best you can do. Can't get it any cheaper than that. I know a guy who would charge $80 an hour for a shovel that size. To fill that shovel with fuel costs over $400. And that's before you have to grease it every 8 hours.
Doesn't it have an auto greaser?
No. You still have to fill an auto greaser though.
I just feel like you're kind of exaggerating the problem. You should work it for $80 an hour.
Uh, yeah. Maybe I
You're
should.
making a
Maybe
mountain out of a molehill here. I'm just
maybe
saying.
my numbers are
Like
wrong.
really, $400 for the fuel? Like I'm just joking. Guy
400
running a
bucks
dump truck.
fuel, $350 for the operator.
If the guy could get it
What's
for
a
80
what's
bucks an
a
hour,
what's
he'd have
a
it for 80 bucks an hour. He wouldn't be calling
what's
you.
a what's a what's the shovel worth? What did you pay for it?
158, but there's $100,000 tilt rotator on it now.
Wow.
So if you were to buy a $300,000 dump truck, there's guys running them for right now. I did the math on it. They're running them for $42 an hour.
Profit? Or
No,
just
$42 an hour.
how does that make
50.
any sense? Like I don't have a laborer that works for $42 an hour.
Telling you, there's guys in Durham right now doing a big job. They're running the trucks for between 42 and $55 an hour. By the time you do the math on it,
That's
What kind of
insane.
trucks are they?
brand new Peterbilts, brand new Kenworths,
Wow.
same as mine.
Toronto's awful. I want no part in that.
Such is life. I mean, everyone's doing. I mean, I guess they've figured out a way to make money doing that, or they don't care and they're just laundering money. I don't really know.
Hmm.
I have no idea how they afford to do it, but they obviously they never go away, right? The guy who works the shovel the same size as yours will never go away. He'll always exist.
Yeah, I
So
don't,
obviously he's figured out something that we haven't.
he must have. I don't know. I thought I was
That
doing it right all these years.
that's the only way I can understand how those people exist is that because it's the same people constantly doing that. So obviously they've figured out a way to make that work for them.
Well, if you don't make any money, you don't pay any taxes. So
Hmm. Maybe that's the ticket.
That's part of it, I guess. I don't I mean I don't I'm just saying that when you look around, it's almost always the same group of people. Like, in your city, there's probably people who underbid everything
Yes.
and they always exist and they're always there.
I have a GC or a civil contractor that we work with on and off in town, and they asked us to do some topsoil and sod reinstatement, and nice size job. Whatever. We buy our topsoil from them. Um, so we ended up putting about 2,000 meters of area down in topsoil in 2 days, boulevards, which is, I think, pretty good. The guys really, we all worked hard and we got it done. It's all raked out, ready for sod. Then the GC's like, well, what are you charging me for this? Like, well, we already had this discussion before you gave me the job. And then, so we're at this point between the topsoil's down, the sod's not down. He knows his price, and then he's like, "Well, you're making 35 grand for 2 days of work." And I'm just like, "Well, that's not the case. You know that. We're not making $35,000 for 2 days of work. The job's not done yet. Sod hasn't been watered. You know what the topsoil costs and what the sod costs. You can infer that we're making out." I'm like, nobody wants to comment on the $300,000 investment it took to put that topsoil down in 2 days instead of 4 or 5, you know, like we're not renegotiating things now.
So what you're saying is you showed up, did a job too fast, and now this guy
Yes.
wants you to give him a.
Yes.
See, in Toronto, no one would do that. They would just be so happy that you actually showed up and got the job done. So
Uh, it depends what type of people you deal with. I've had friends who have had similar things happen with different groups of people.
I've never had that happen.
Uh, I I don't know. You do your best to get things done.
Maybe I'm just really fucking slow, so everyone feels like they got their money's worth.
We try. We really try hard to get things done timely for people. And it not often does it come back and bite you in the ass. But I guess this is one of those times.
So how did you leave that conversation?
Uh, well, the job has to get done. Where there's no discount. The price was agreed upon.
So you have a contractually agreed upon price,
Yes, correct.
and this guy saw you working, worked for 2 days, and you're ahead of what his schedule is in his mind, and now he doesn't want to pay you.
Well, he'll pay. Like,
Did you
I'm
ask him what he thought it was worth?
well,
I would have.
the thing is, he
If
is
he said
capable.
if he said to me, "This you charge me too much for this," I would have said, "Well, what do you think I should have fucking charged you, bro?"
Well, what's the answer to that?
Or
Less?
whatever. Well, that's why I would ask the
But
question.
he's capable of doing this type of work. They have done it many times in the past. They've been our
So why
competition
did he call you at all?
because
Obviously, he failed at it,
his foreman said, "We really can't do this. We don't have time for this." He's like, "Okay, call Chad."
and then
And then
you
when I
have
came and
you
did it
ever
too fast, then it's a problem.
Did you do it faster than what they would have done it?
Absolutely, but that's part of what makes NDL is we do things better and faster than most other people.
I like that.
That's why we get hired for stuff. No one's gonna hire you if you're shittier and slower and more expensive.
I don't know. I based a whole business on that.
I don't think you did. You solve problems.
Hmm.
It's like
There's more than
the construction triangle. What is the you can have two of the three: quality, speed, or price.
yeah, good, fast, and cheap.
Yeah.
Pick two. So,
How much
uh,
work do you do for this person?
last year we did 300K. This year, maybe we'll do 80K. You know, it's up and down, but we buy all our tops though from them.
I thought you just said you screened your own tops though.
Well, we do, but they've got bigger trucks and they can get it to us faster. So, not the end of the
I
world.
would have.
I'm not worried about getting paid. We're still going to get paid. It's all good. But
So he agreed that your number fit inside his number.
correct.
It doesn't matter. He's going to make money. How you get it done or how long it takes to get you done is irrelevant. He's still going to make money.
Yeah.
Your number fit inside his number. If you were 35,000 and he was 45,000, he's making 10 grand. Great. Take your 10 grand and be fucking happy. Pay your bill.
Yeah, but it's always reaching. Could he have done it and made 25 grand more?
Then he shouldn't have called you.
Yeah, I know.
You
I
you
know.
didn't call him and ask for the work.
Correct.
I'm assuming. Did you call
No.
him and ask for the work?
No, no, we've got our share. Another GC called
So
me today. They're like, "You got driveways to do here." I said, "I don't do driveways." They're like, "They're brick driveways." I said, "Oh, I do those." I said, "You have to do a whole bunch of tie-ins." I said, "What was my price on that?" They're like, "I don't know." You priced it with this guy. Like, I don't remember pricing anything with that guy. Send me my number. And they sent me my number. Okay, I guess we'll do it. But thanks for giving me heads up. You've given me all of a day's notice. When can it be done?
Did they didn't give you a PO?
No.
I would never do anything without a PO.
No, these guys will pay no matter what. Never been burned by them before.
Everyone will pay until they don't. And
Mm,
I have a great life lesson in
you
that
can lean the
story.
job. You can still lean the job, especially
But
because I know the client.
if you don't have a PO, it's hard to leave the job.
Uh, yeah, but I know the client. The
I'm just saying I have a friend who, against my advice,
I agree with you, but for the record, but go ahead.
did exactly what you're doing. And I said, there's some different circumstances, but I said, I don't think you're going to get paid for this. And he said, they've always paid in the past. And I said, got a bad feeling about this. This job's way underpriced. I don't think they're going to pay you for this. And he said, they're going to pay me. I went, all right, cool, man. And then they never paid him.
Mm,
And now they're suing him so that they don't pay him. So they don't have to pay him for 5 years. Because that's the new thing people are doing to not pay their bills. Is you just launch a lawsuit against that person. And then even if you lose 5, 6 years from now. But that person always paid, knew him really well, always paid, then didn't. So I'm just saying.
you fucking
They
Toronto guy.
pay till they pay till they don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
For the most part, we have POs
Yep.
for this stuff, but sometimes we don't.
But even if you have a PO, someone still might not pay you.
True.
Like at least you could lean it.
Yeah.
I can tell you that's a long and arduous process.
I bet. Yeah. Don't want to get
I'm
into it.
36 months into my lean.
Uh,
Fuck yeah. There is an October court date though.
Are you going to
I'm
be
sure
there in
that'll solve
person?
nothing. I don't know. Why would I bother? That's probably not going to solve anything.
I hope you're not gone to
It's not like
H&A.
someone's going to give me. I don't know when the date is in October. I
Mm.
could probably look it up, although there's like 10 million emails from the lawyer because they get paid for every email.
I went to the lawyer today.
Ooh.
No, I went to the lawyer yesterday. I had my wife meet me at the lawyer, and she gets out of the car, and I yell, "Surprise divorce!" And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "No, I'm kidding. We're signing papers for the cottage." So
oh, nice.
we went and signed, and I gave the check today, and we got the keys today. So better or worse, we got another cottage.
Wow. When do you
Yeah.
start working on it?
My father-in-law was already in there today ripping up carpet.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, NDL moves fast, eh?
I told you. He was past here. Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
I got to replace a cedar hedge tomorrow. Fuck me, a whole fucking cedar hedge. Um, a client called me or texted me pissed off a couple weeks ago, and their cedar hedge was dying. It's been the hottest summer ever, and they said they put $2,000 worth of water on this hedge over the summer, which to me is far too much fucking water, especially for a cedar hedge, which cedar likes things dry. So instead of arguing with the guy, we're going to replace his hedge tomorrow, and then my conscience will be clean. And then that'll be that.
What kind of warranty do you put on those?
Cedar? I
Or
wouldn't be upset if I never touched a fucking cedar hedge again in my life.
or like planting in general? Do you have a warranty?
Usually
Specified warranty?
it's commercial. Like I'll help out a home. Like if we plant a bunch of trees for a homeowner and one dies, like no problem. I'll go back, swap out your tree, eat shit on it, you know. Like, but I get upset whenever like they blame you. And usually they don't, but this guy's like blaming me for his fucking cedar hedge dying. Like, do you think I want to go back and spend 6,000 more dollars replanting this cedar hedge with four guys tomorrow? Like, that's at the absolute fucking bottom of my list of things I want to do. But we're gonna do it so that things are right with you. But to come at me with a fucking attitude about it just drives me nuts. Like, that's so
What was
fucking
the atti-
ignorant.
like? What was the attitude?
It's
Like
like,
you killed my hedge, or you bought shitty cedars, or
yeah, he's like, this is an absolute nightmare or something like this. It looks it's a monstrosity or whatever. I'm just like,
a monstrosity.
yeah, something like it's like this is an $18,000 monstrosity or something. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck you, dude.
How
Like,
many
this is
cedars died?
fucking. Do you think? Well, on the hedge, maybe a third of them died. Like it doesn't look good, but there's a better way to approach the problem than this is an absolute monstrosity. Like I wasted $18,000. Like, do you really think I want to go back and spend $6,000 replanting, replacing these fucking trees? Do you think I wanted this to happen? And you're gonna
You
come at me with
personally
some
wanted him to
fucking
have a
blame?
monstrosity in his backyard,
Yeah. Well,
an absolute fucking monstrosity.
yeah. Yeah, and then he had us some top dress some other spots on the lawn, and I guess the seed didn't come up great, but it came up great where we were working, and he's like, the seed never germinated. Like, dude, it was fucking June, and it's in full sun all day. What do you want me to do? I'm not a magician here. I can't get grass seed to grow every
Why
single
did you agree to put the seed there in full sun in June?
because we were top dressing our way around the job. Like, can you just put some up here? Can you just do that? And then the favors that you do become the fucking problem areas. And that's always the way it is. And I'm the bad guy all of a sudden. Never mind the $150,000 worth of other great work we've done there.
Is this a house or what is this?
Yeah, the house.
How many
So
cedars are in the hedge?
there was I think 60 of them, but we're putting 80 back. We got another supplier here. They're gonna
You're
show
putting
up.
80 cedars back
Yeah, tighter. So,
under warranty?
well, the warranty is my word, I guess. Like there's no written
So I'm saying
warranty on the cedar.
60 cedars died and you're buying 80 as replacement?
Yeah, 80 from a different supplier, local. We're gonna put them in.
So 60 died.
60 died, correct. Well, 50, let's say 40 died for argument's sake. There's 20 still good ones I could take out and fucking replant somewhere else if I wanted to. But they're all going in the bin. We're gonna chuck
That
them
might
all.
become a monstrosity.
What? Yeah, it might be.
You go replant them. So you're not just in typical NDL faster, better, stronger than everybody. You're not just replacing the cedars that died. You're wiping out this whole goddamn monstrosity.
You're right. I'm not fucking around. I'm going in there tomorrow morning with the 4-ton shovel, and we are pulling out every single goddamn cedar that we planted, living or not.
Wow.
Why
It's
wouldn't
gone,
you just
man.
replace the ones that are dead?
No, because the new ones aren't going to be the same. There's going to be a problem. They don't look the same. The color's not the same. Something, something, something. We're not coming back a third fucking time to do this.
How many times have you done this?
One, but
Oh,
I'm
you're
not
saying
coming
you've
back a
done. I
second
thought.
time
Okay,
or
I
a
see.
third
Yeah.
time. I'm not coming back anymore. This is it.
Is this a personal house or like a an
Personal
architect
house.
like how did you get this project?
Personal house. We've done a lot of work for the guy before.
And so does, is this the first time this guy's been really nasty about the
Yep.
monstrosity?
Yep. This is it.
Did you ignore his phone calls?
No phone call. It was a text.
So he
On a
texts you.
Sunday afternoon of a long weekend, which fucking burns my arse worse than anything.
So he,
Like, that's
without
ignorant.
warrant, that was the initial contact though.
Yeah.
So
And I
you
said,
hadn't you finished this hedge, hadn't heard from this guy in what, a year?
no, since June.
Oh, so you did this in June.
Yeah.
You put this hedge in June,
Yeah.
and you haven't heard word boo from this guy.
I heard, oh, a couple of the cedars don't look good. Okay, great. No problem. We'll swap them out when it gets cooler. It was heat of the summer, heat of July, August.
Did he water? Do you think he watered these cedars?
He had a drip line where he said he spent $2,000 worth of water on them.
He probably overwatered them before
Yeah.
then.
Yeah. Definitely.
$2,000, man. You could fill a fucking pool. I don't care how many cedars are there.
You can
You
fill
could
more than a pool.
probably fill a pool 10 times.
Yeah.
So this guy dumped 10 pools worth of water onto these cedars.
Yeah. And then blames the contractor. I'm the bad guy.
We don't warranty any plants that don't have an irrigation system.
He did. He had a drip line on the thing for $2,000 worth.
But is that an irrigation system, or is that like I'm like a timed, installed, fully functional irrigation system?
It was installed by a professional, but I don't know the how often it comes on.
If he spent $2,000 and he has an irrigation system, then there's a hole in the fucking irrigation system.
Yeah. Well,
It's leaking somewhere
I don't know
all
if it's a
day,
drip
every
line
day.
or if it's a line that fucking is full force.
You know how much water $2,000 worth of fucking water is, man?
Maybe it was an over exaggeration, like that could be it too.
Well, he
But
is dealing with a monstrosity, and that is emotional.
yeah, well,
Might cause him to over exaggerate.
yeah, yeah.
So he is dealing with a monstrosity. You have to remember that. How can you expect a man to deal with a monstrosity?
I don't know. I just told him I wouldn't leave him hang on it. We'll take care of it. It's been a one word
And that's
text
when he
message.
told you it was a monstrosity?
Uh,
The
no,
next thing he's gonna blame you for is a leak in his drip line, and that's gonna cost him $2,000 more worth of water more.
I'm
Well,
done.
you
I told you I'll do this one more time, do it right, do it big, and then wash my hands of it. You won't be able to say natural design didn't come back and help me out.
I feel like you coming back in September for work you did in June is above and beyond.
Well, thank you, but I don't know if this guy feels the same. He probably
Well, I'm
feels
also not
entitled
dealing
to
with
it.
a monstrosity on my property, so there's that.
Yeah, well, there was
I
also a lot of other stuff like clearing and all this stuff, and everything was great until it's not, you know,
clearing. What kind of clearing?
land
What does that
clearing,
mean?
but not even land clearing. We cleared his bush line so that we could put the cedar hedge in.
What's he trying to shadow himself from?
The lot next door.
So he cut down a bunch of brush that was creating privacy to put up some cedars.
Hmm. Well, there the next door is a vacant lot. Like a house hasn't been built there yet.
So why is he worried about that?
Well, someday someone will build there, right? And it's nice to have a mature hedge blocking or
Fair
giving you
enough.
privacy by the time
I
someone
don't do
does
that
build
kind of
there.
I don't do that kind of life planning, so that never occurred to me.
Well, I think he's got more money than you and I both will ever have. But
But he's not doing. I'm just saying, whether you have that amount of money or not, I don't plan for the future that someone might build a house someday. Saying that's a lot of vision.
you gotta have
A
vision.
lot of vision. Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna do our best to make right on the situation, but being fucking snappy at your contractor doesn't make the process go smoother for any of us.
No, it absolutely does not.
Like we're
It
not
makes
bad
it
at what we do by any means. So you can pass all the blame that you want, but
So essentially, in the same week, just to break this down, in the same week, you had one client tell you that you're essentially useless and created a monstrosity. And on the other side, you had a client say, you did a great job way too fucking fast, all in the same week. You've really
Right.
covered both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
One guy's saying, you're doing a great quality of work, and you're doing it so fucking fast. You're ripping me off. And both outcomes ended negatively for you. Like when you did a great job and everything was fantastic and you did it super fast and everything was perfect, you had a negative outcome. The guy was like, "Yeah, I'm not paying you anymore that much. This is fucking bullshit." On the other side, you created a monstrosity and also had a negative outcome. It doesn't matter what you did this week, you achieved a negative outcome.
Yeah.
That's a terrible place to be.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna dwell on it, or are you just gonna get up and fucking go to work the next day? Do some other shit. Find another way to get through the week. We have
So
bills to
we
pay. We have things to do.
we spent we had the black truck Dodge. I think we talked about this before on here. The black Dodge had a bunch of admissions problems that I ignored,
Yeah.
and the bill was $9,000. And so Cody took. Well, then we snapped the track of the 8 ton in the fucking lake.
Yeah.
Um, so then Cody took it, the Dodge, to go buy the $3,000 track. Um, and the next day, Andrew jumped in the Dodge to take the track to the job site so Brad could put it on with the guys. And all the lights came back on in the Dodge,
Ah.
and it reduced
Oh,
power in the DPF.
No.
So we took it to the dealership. Now, mind you, they had this truck for 3 weeks already because there was no parts for it anywhere in Canada, which I find like Dodge obviously does not have a great parts supplier because there's a lot of 6.7 diesels.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
That's a
there's
popular
a
truck.
conceivably popular vehicle. So it was at the Dodge dealer. They texted me on Tuesday. I guess they called me and I didn't answer, so they sent me a text. And the DPF is fucked on the thing. So that's another $3,000. So we're gonna be in like 12 grand on this fucking thing.
Mwah.
But what are you gonna do with it? It's a 2019. You can't sell it or trade it in. You can't get rid of it. So I'm like, whatever, fix it.
Why can't you
Uh,
sell it or trade it in? You can trade in anything.
they wouldn't take it.
Really?
No dealerships. It has a Canadian VIN. They wouldn't take it. No one would take it
why not? Why?
because it's got a Canadian VIN and it's worthless. Any truck that has a Canadian VIN is totally worthless.
Is
You
it
can't
really?
send it to the state.
Oh, I
You can't
see.
send it to the states because of the tariffs. So, and it had the engine light on. No one would take it. They wouldn't even make an offer on it.
Hmm.
Wow.
I took the white one and the black one in, and they offered me 12 grand for the white one. And keep in mind, these are 2019 fully loaded Laramie 2500 Dodge Ram pickup trucks. These are not like
Yikes.
clapped out 2002. So they offered me 12 grand for the white one, and they refused to buy the black one. No one would take it.
Wow.
They said the white one may have some appeal to possibly sell to one, but the black one has no appeal. We don't want it. No one wanted it. So I did try to get rid of these pickup trucks.
Damn.
All of this leads me to know that I'll never buy anything that isn't a gas pickup truck ever again.
I
Because
love
my gas Chevy with 200 and or 475,000 kilometers on it starts and no engine lights. Now, I said I wouldn't buy it. I would lease a diesel pickup truck for myself because I like diesel pickup trucks, but I will never buy another one.
Hmm. I will definitely buy another one. But I also don't plan on keeping them to 300,000 kilometers, so You can
Well, the
unload.
the black one doesn't have 300,000 kilometers on it.
What does it have? Two?
200.
Yeah. They say flip them before
All
100.
all that emission stuff is as soon as the engine light comes on, man, it could be 10 grand, it could be 2 grand, it could be $1,500. Like
Yeah.
all that emission stuff is so fucking expensive. It's the parts, it's not even the labor. Of that 13 grand, I bet that 75, maybe more than that, probably 8,000 is parts,
Wow.
9,000.
Holy shit.
Diesel shit, man. Cody's truck, the EGR cooler was there's a bunch of shit with it. It was $10,000 this week.
Oh. I got another hook price because of the tariffs and all this bullshit, whatever. The hook is up to 80 grand. 80 grand plus tax or something. I don't know. It came up to $90,000 after tax for the new hook.
Just the hook.
Just the hook.
I
Like,
think if you doubled that, you would get to where my hook cost.
fuck. All in all, it's a good price for the truck. 260 plus
It's a
tax.
great price for the truck.
Yeah. Yeah, so I told him I'd call him today and let him know. I never called him. Maybe I should call him.
Is it going to be a yes?
I feel like we could really use it. Every day the hook truck is out doing something. So, I don't know.
Is that you in it or your guys drive it too?
Uh, they drive it, or Shane drives it, but I'm more inclined to drive it now than I would be the old tandems. Like I had no desire to get in those and run a load or something. But with the new trucks, like they're fun to drive, they're easy to drive. You don't expect shit to go wrong. So like Scott needed a mini today. Shane had the bin truck on another job. He floated a machine to a job, and then I hopped in the bin truck, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go deliver a mini to Scott quickly. He's like, yeah, no problem. So rip back to the yard, put the bin down, put the machine in the bin, pick it up, bring it. So much faster than just fucking strapping it in. Like it's just, I have no problem doing shit like that. Whereas I would drag my feet if I were go to the yard, hook up the little float, fill out your paperwork, float the little float to the machine, chain it up, bring it to Scott, know where to park on the road. Like just these bin trucks, man, they make life so much easier and so much faster to get shit done. Like, oh, we need a load of sand on the job, but we only have the 4-ton shovel. Don't want to make a mess. Put the bin down, pick it out of the bin. Instead of dumping it all over the client's lawn, then how do you clean up with just a 4-ton and no skid steer? And it just changes the business so much. Everybody should have one. Maybe everybody needs two.
You don't strap the machines down in it?
Not in the bin, no.
No. Sweet.
Which I don't know if you're supposed to do or not.
It's a lot of debate about that.
Yeah,
Cody
I guess
straps are we have D rings welded at the top of the bins
we have them
because
at the bottom.
if you put them in the machine but then you can't get to the
Yeah,
D
they're a
ring
fuck around if you have to tie something down in
because
there or they're
yeah,
full.
they're all fucked, right? So we had them welded up on the top. We have 3 bins that have 2 D rings, top and bottom, and we have a couple that only have them at the top. Because then, like, I agree with you. Like, I think it's kind of pointless to strap the stuff in the bins, but Cody likes to strap it down. It makes her feel better about it. So
Yeah,
she
sure. Like I'm not.
having the D rings at the top means that she can strap the machine down without trying to fight through the track and
Yeah,
fucking start putting like SVL 97s and stuff in there. There's no room between the like they're as wide as the bin, right?
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Like I don't strap the stuff down when I put it in the bin. I guess if I'm going far, maybe, but I don't. Generally, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know, but
I'm on yours. I'm on team not strapping them.
until we're told otherwise,
We
I mean,
cha-
get it in writing here. Real protocol.
I think you're supposed to, but
So
I think someone told me it was the discretion of the officer.
I
I
could
thought
imagine.
it was if it goes over the walls, it needs to be strapped down.
Well, like all the machines go over the.
Someone else
Yeah,
told me
that's
if the
why.
walls are higher than if the walls are higher than 3 feet,
Ah,
you're
So,
okay.
like these grass cutting guys, they're not
Someone told
strapping
me
in their
that.
mowers, right? Whenever
A
they're
lot of them get fined.
out from site to site,
A lot of them get fined for it.
do they? I don't know. I've never.
Yeah.
They're just rolling them up on. They got little sides on those trailers there. Just roll the mowers up and then put the ramp gate up and go. So who knows? We'll do it until they tell us not to,
Yeah,
then tell them sorry and do it from then on.
I don't think most people. I've seen guys with like we bought like huge thick straps that are actually legal for an SVL 97 if you use two of them.
Yeah.
And then one of our bins has boxes bolted to the front of it, and the straps go in the boxes. And then we have ramps, two little ramps that hang from the front of the bin, so that you can take them out and back up into the bin. And then
See,
that bin actually has custom made welded ramps as well that go in the bin. We haven't figured out how to attach them to the side of the bin yet, but they're in the bin so that we have a bin. We have a bin in our yard that is only used for floating equipment.
hmm,
It's the float bin.
float bin.
And then if it today, I called Cody because we were running out of barn door bins because for some reason all of a sudden we have like fucking three garbage bins out, which we don't do ever. But like, anyways, and then another barn door bin was out, and I had one on the truck because I was hauling granite boulders all day. So I had a barn door bin on the truck, and so I called her and I was like, "Hey, I think we're out of barn door bins at the yard because we also have a wide selection of dump body bins that I would never buy again, because they fucking suck." Uh, but I said, and then we had a debate. She's like, "Well, I could use the float bin," and I'm like, "I think one of the bins that's out is going to be ready at noon. You should call that guy before you use it because we like the float bins very specifically. Just we hardly ever use it for anything but floating equipment
Hmm.
because it keeps
Your
it
bins,
clean."
yeah, your bins are also lower to the ground than mine,
Yes,
right? So you can load machines easier than I can. You might have more of a lip,
I
which whenever you're loading a shovel doesn't matter because you use the boom and then you use your blade and get your stuff
yes, yeah.
there. But whenever you're loading a skid steer, it's a fuck around.
That's why we have. Oh, so like on the front of the float bin, we have wheel chocks that are attached to it. Because in a pinch, if you put two wheel chocks out, it'll pop a skid steer up into the bin without pushing the bin around.
No.
And then
Yeah.
we had the fabricator at the yard because our bins have these like welded things for tying tarps down. So that I put the wheel chocks on chains with clips, and they're clipped to the front of it, and
Oh,
that's below the two boxes that we bolted to the front of the bin for the straps. And then we had the fabricator last year make two longer ramps because we started putting like the buggy in the bin and some other smaller stuff. That's the S70 was a bitch to get in there with the wheel chocks. So now we have the custom built ramps, the wheel chocks, and the straps plus four D rings in that bin. So no matter what you do, you can strap stuff down.
ah, got it all figured out. I'm not there yet.
No, I have nothing figured out. We have
Like
one bin that's good.
sometimes we'll use like a pile of gravel. Sometimes we use like a 6x6, anything to get in. Sometimes we've disassembled, like those big road cones, the tires at the bottom of the big road
Yeah.
cones. We just disassembled those, use the tires from the bottom and get that up there.
So we started out doing that, and not having a bin specific. But then we ended up with straps everywhere, and we ended up doing the same shit that you're doing, and that's why we bought the wheel chocks. That was the first adaptation of a float bin. And then the wheel chocks will pop any skid steer up on. You just need something to get up on, because the problem
Yeah.
is if you bang into the bin, you just start pushing the bin all over the road. So
Yeah.
we added the wheel chocks. Then after the wheel chocks, we added the strap boxes, and now we have the custom built fabricated little ramps, which work great. The fabricated ramps are the best. They're
Yeah.
just the bitch with them is they're in the bin all the time.
Yeah.
So if you forget they're in the bin, if you go to use the bin for something else and you forget, then you're probably going to dump the ramps out one day.
Yeah, we're not careful all the time. Um, the new bin truck would have an adjustable jib on it because my partner's bins don't match my bins. The hook height is different.
Mm.
So he's got a 61 3/4 or something like that. And I have a 50 something. Back in the day, they used to make the hooks higher for some reason, but it interferes with the tarp. Because whenever your tarp comes over, it's always rubbing on the high hook.
I think our hooks are 60.
And are they?
Maybe they're not. I know there's two heights. There's 36 and I'd have to measure it. I haven't measured it in a long time.
Ours are somewhere in between. I'm pretty sure they're 50 something or 40 something.
I'd have to measure it. I haven't done that in so fucking long. We haven't had to buy it. We haven't bought bins or anything or repossessed bins from anybody in a long time.
One of the bin companies I use has a cable.
Cable roll off pin.
Yeah.
Not good for dumping.
No, oh, okay.
They're,
So that would be
well,
the
they can't get the same angle, as far as I know, to dump with a cable roll off. And they have that, what they call the stinger at the back,
right.
which is the part that sticks out beyond the frame of the truck so that they can hoist the bin on. I almost bought a cable truck years and years ago whenever I couldn't afford a real hook truck. But whatever, it's still better than no truck. So
Mm.
whatever.
Would it be cheaper, a cable?
I don't think they're fucking dangerous.
Yeah, I thought so.
I've heard of a guy who he got the bin caught under the stinger and he kept forcing on the the reel for the cable and he snapped the cable and it went through the fucking back window and almost killed him.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Wild.
Jeez.
Like, ripped open the whole back of the truck and he was pissed off because it was brand new. Like, it's not supposed to do this. Like, well, what the fuck? You're not supposed to do that. Like, maybe that's like the time I bananaed the bin. Like, tried to lift it up with the locks on the old truck. Like, I just put a big banana in the bin. But that was my first experience with a hook truck ever. Did that guy ever sell that hook truck? The one,
No,
my
I
old
think it's still
Sterling's?
on Facebook.
Oh, hmm.
I saw it the other day still on Facebook.
That was a
Hmm.
big truck.
It was a big truck.
Nowhere near as fun to drive as the Western Star, but I don't know.